Yo, what's going on today, guys? It is Rick with RR Sports today, and I am bringing you guys the top 5 hottest hitters in baseball the last week. So last week, you guys really enjoyed the video, a lot of interaction. I love the comments, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the list and who you thought should have been on it or shouldn't have been on it. I love interacting with you guys. So if you guys could do that, that'd be great. Or you can just drop a like on the video. So let's just jump right into it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Who's the hottest hitters in the last week in the MLB? So coming in at number 5, honestly, I thought his numbers were going to be better, but he deserves to be on this list. Christopher Morel, for you Cubs fans. I mean, what can you say about the guy? He's been on an absolute tear to start the year. I mean, he started in AAA for whatever reason. I thought he had a pretty solid year last year, and it's not like the Cubs are like an incredibly deep team. I mean, I thought for sure he'd be on the team, but you know, it might have worked out for him. This little extra push for him. He's had a really good start to the year, absolutely crushing home runs, and obviously a crazy hot streak starting it off. Can he keep this up? I mean, he might be Barry Bonds or Sammy Sosa if he keeps it up, but I don't think so. I obviously think he's a good player. I thought maybe he could potentially be like their starting third baseman to start the year and just see like a upward incline, but I didn't see anything like this coming out the gates. I mean, in the last 7 days, he's hitting .273 with 4 home runs with an OPS just under 1,200. I mean, the dude is absolutely raking. I mean, the amount of home runs he's hit in the last 2 weeks is, what, 9 or 10? Like, absolutely absurd. So, good for him. Young guy just getting it done where the franchise apparently didn't even believe in him. So, I'm happy for him and where this is going. Do I expect him to, like, carry this on throughout the rest of the year? I don't think so, but I would love to see him on that next week. Maybe he just keeps this unbelievable hotness going, but we'll see. I think he's going to kind of chill out. Coming in at number 4 today, this one's not a surprise. This is the guy. I mean, this is probably the scariest hitter in the MLB. And if you guys can't even guess it already from just me saying that, it's Jordon Alvarez. I mean, Jordon the last 7 days is hitting .368 with 3 home runs, 500 on base percentage, OPS over 1,400. Like I said, he is just straight up the scariest hitter in baseball. Whether you're just looking at him, how hard he hits the baseball, how far he hits the baseball, whether he's hitting it to opposite field or pulling the ball. I mean, there's not many guys in the MLB. I think Juan Soto kind of fits this when he's on. We've seen some struggles in the past couple years with him. But when you look at Jordon Alvarez swing, where can you beat him? There really isn't a way to beat him other than getting him to chase pitches out of the zone. Like, when you look at a hitter like him and you're like, it's just, I just watch him and I go, how do you get out this monster? Like, he hits balls that are out of the zone, out of the park, and then if you leave something in the center, he just absolutely crushes it. I mean, he's a monster, so it's not surprising. But, man, I expect him to be on a list every once in a while. He's going to have weeks where he is the best player in the world because he's a top probably 10 hitter in baseball, if not top 5 hitter. So that's Jordon Alvarez at number 4. I don't think there's anything more I can say. Coming in at number 3, we got kind of an old guy here. I kind of like this one. He's been around the league a little bit. I don't like the team he's on now, but JD Martinez over the last 7 days has been raking. And we know that this could happen with JD. JD, throughout his entire career, has been very streaky. I mean, as a D-backs fan, I saw probably the streakiest moment of his entire career. That second half that the D-backs picked him up and he went out and hit like 30 home runs in the second half. 20-something, I think, but an insane amount. Either way, the last week, he is hitting .400 with a .407 on-base percentage, OPS over 1,300, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. I mean, when this guy gets hot, he does it to all fields, just like I was saying with Jordon Alvarez. He has one of the best pure, double swings. And then when he gets hot, they turn into home runs. So I've always loved JD Martinez. He's always been that quiet guy in the dugout, it feels like. And, man, I'm excited to see him he's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's getting up there in age these days. But, you know, he's not probably as good as he once was, but he's still going to be that consistent bat in the middle of the lineup for the Dodgers. I mean, sucks he's with the Dodgers, but, you know, he's hot. Coming in at number 2, guys, is Jorge Soler. Jorge Soler, probably could have been number 1 on the list this week, but there's one other guy that I liked a little bit more, but you guys know how it is with Jorge. Jorge, when he is hot, he is hitting the baseball probably on average further than anyone in the MLB. I remember when he came up with the Cubs, still crazy to me they let him walk. Like, I just remember watching him at spring training and looking at him and going, can you like build a better, more athletic baseball player? And I mean, like, yes, he has proven over his career that hitting for average is not his strength. But when he is on and that ball is being squared up, it is absolutely scary. And, you know, Jorge Soler in the last week is hitting .400 with a .455 on-base percentage. Only 5 Ks for him is not that bad in 30 at-bats. I mean, the guy usually strikes out a little higher rate than that, so you can see that he is hot right now. But 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, OPS over 1,200. He's just getting it done, you know? The weird thing with him, it's home run or single. Like, you see most of these guys, and they're like, okay, he threw a few doubles in there. This dude got 1 double, 4 home runs, 12 hits. So 5 out of his 12 hits are either, or 4 out of 12 are a home run and 1 is a double. So, you know, Jorge Soler, home run or no run, it's how he's going to live and die in this league. Good for him. Absolutely on a tear this week. And coming in at number 1 today, guys, you know, it's another young guy. Last week we had Nolan Gorman, another young guy. They got super hot, made it on the list, and actually took the number 1 spot. This week, Josh Jung of the Texas Rangers. This guy, I mean, what can you say about him? He's having such a good start to the year, and it's not surprising. From what watching Ryan's videos on this channel or just talking to Ryan over the few years that he's been in the minors and he's been following him, he's been like, this guy is legit. So I have been on the radar of Josh Jung for a while. I know for a lot of casual baseball fans and people of this channel know, but a lot of people don't know who he is. And it's not surprising seeing the numbers that he's putting up this year. And not just this year. Let's talk about this week. This week, he is hitting .435 with 500 on base percentage with an OPS over 1,400. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 7 runs. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, whew, that is seeing beach balls if I've ever seen it. So, yeah, Josh Jung comes in at number 1 hottest hitter in baseball. For me personally, I know some people out there will say someone else, but like I said earlier, I would love to see what you guys have to say in the comments. This guy is driving the ball to mainly pulling it. That's kind of his game, but he's such a... I'm very surprised for how young he is in the league. He does K a decent amount, but like he puts on really good at-bats, quality at-bats for such a young guy. So lots of good things to come in the future for Josh Jung. I could see him being a future all-star. I actually project him to be pretty close this year if he stays as hot as he has to start the year. I mean, we're 50 games in already. Like a third of the season's almost over. It's kind of wild. So that is the list, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Have a great rest of your day and peace out.